Hello, once again. I am Fred Earls, Director of Communication with New Foundations Inc. We are a nonprofit here in South Georgia, and it is our purpose to help those who need a little help, and that would be through counseling. And we're located in Bainbridge, Georgia. With me, again, is Dr. Sharon Brown, our CEO, a psychologist, a counselor, and hello, Dr. Sharon.
Hello, Dr. Fred. How are you today?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well today. And how are you doing?
I'm well. I am well.
So,
We've got a serious topic today though, so it's like, okay, I'm good though.
okay. I say that because, people who may have be tuning in for the first time realize that we're not in the same location. And through the through modern technology, we're able to do this actually and be apart office wise and
Yes,
record these.
yes.
Um, we are going to do a serious topic, and the topic that we're going to discuss briefly is suicide prevention, and what I can do to get out of where I am. And I just want to say that before we dive into this, if you are having suicidal thoughts, there are some things that you can do. There is a National Suicide Prevention Hotline, and you can find that number in the description below. You can get help. But over the next few minutes, we want to talk about some things that you can do along with calling somebody or texting somebody. And I think briefly here, let me ask you this question, Dr. Sharon, and I'll be quiet. Does somebody just wake up and say, today's the day? Today is the day that I'm going to do whatever it is they have set their minds to do.
No, they do not. Suicidal thoughts typically are come from an accumulation of things. They may wake up and say, you know, yeah, today's the day. I can't handle it, but it wasn't like yesterday was a good day, and everything was fine yesterday, and then today I'm like, yeah, I don't want to live anymore. So
Okay.
if you wake up today and say, yeah, today's the day that I'm going to end my life, yesterday was other thoughts and the day before. So there's an accumulation of things that happen over a period of time that get us to that point of where we feel like that we can't go on or we can't continue. um, those things are, this is not an exhaustive video, and we can't go through everything that goes on with people and gets them to that point.
Right.
Or the bulk of it is going to be when we see people who are having suicidal thoughts. They have got some other things that have been happening. They've been, depressed or overwhelmed, or um, they are struggling with things that are going on in life, with maybe things that they've seen or done. um, but they're hurting. They feel hopeless. They feel helpless, and just the thought of, I cannot continue this hurt and this pain anymore. And so
Okay.
there comes the thoughts of, everybody would be better off without me, or nobody would miss me if I was gone. So
One of the things that we hear is the word veteran with the word suicide. But it's not just that segment of the population.
no, actually, we are seeing even younger children who are having suicidal ideations, that and actually um, completing a suicidal act as young as 10, 11,
Mm.
12, which is really sad. What's going on to get them to the point of where they feel like that their life is not worth living. Um,
Right.
so yeah, it's for all. I think the statistics, and I don't have those statistics, but I mean we can't find those online. But um, it's all ages, all race, cultures, you know, old, young, no matter what's going on. We're seeing suicide in every population right now, and like I said, it's really overwhelming and it's really sad.
So if someone finds there's two people here, you are in the bad place,
Yeah.
or someone you are close to is in the bad place.
Yes.
Talk to us about what can that individual do Is there anything that they can do? And I'm going to assume, based upon this video already, that the answer is yes, there are things that that individual can do. So, what can they do?
So the individual that is having the actual suicidal thoughts is what you're
Okay,
talking about.
that's right. Yes.
So yeah, there are several things that they can do. I mean, typically when we are having suicidal thoughts, is because we are, like I said, we're in that place to where we're hurting or we feel helpless or hopeless. So one, finding someone to talk to, that is the number one thing.
Okay.
But we're kind of in that place. You're in that place. You feel like there's no one that you can talk to. Well, like I said, we have the National Suicide Hotline. There's actually a number that you can text. Just reaching out to someone, a stranger, just to say, hey, this is what's going on in my head. This is what I'm feeling. Can you help me get through this?
Okay.
So there are people out there that will do that. Having a friend or a parent or a spouse or someone that you may know that you can reach out to, that may be the people who's causing the problem. So we know that that's not always the best person to reach out to.
Okay.
So not causing the problems, but part of the problem. So having that, again, the Walmart greeter, if you will, and just go talk to them. The other thing, though, Fred, is that there are techniques that people can do in the moment to help them kind of just get through. A lot of times people say, let's just get through day by day. But sometimes when we're in those moments, we just need to get through second by second, not even minute by minute, but second by second. So let's, do something to just be okay for the next second or 5 seconds. And then
Okay.
let's get it out to be a minute. So it's what I want to do real quick is one of those techniques. One of the things that you can do is to have grounding techniques. So let's actually work through a
Okay.
grounding technique. Okay. So what I like to do, if you're able, which Fred and I are not able to get up and do this right now, but if you're able to go outside, it works really well when you're outside and you can actually, put your feet on the ground. If it's warm enough, put your bare feet on the ground and actually feel the ground underneath your feet. So for our purposes, though, we're not able to go outside. So we're going to sit with our feet on the floor. Feet's on the floor. We feel that floor under our feet, that we feel we're both sitting. So we feel the support of our chair. And my chair has a back, so I don't know about Fred's, but mine
No.
does. So you feel okay. So don't lean back, Fred. So you can feel the support on your back if you have the back of the chair. So what I want you to do first is take a deep breath. Now identify 5 things that you can see. So Fred, if you'll identify 5 things that you can see.
Well, I can see the computer monitor. I
Mhm.
have a mic right in front of me. I have a keyboard.
Mhm.
I have my phone, and I have a coffee cup.
There you go. Okay, so what are 4 things that you can hear?
I'm waiting for a siren because I normally hear sirens when I'm sitting here, but I can hear a light bulb buzzing,
Mhm.
and I can hear some activity going on outside the door.
Mhm.
Every once in a while, I hear a dog barking. I'm in a pretty quiet location here.
Okay. So for me, I do hear my clock ticking. I hear cars going by. Uh, there are other things that I can hear. Like you said, my dog is over here. He moves every once in a while, so I hear him. And my phone will go off in a few minutes and let me know.
Right.
So there are things I'm listening. Sometimes the listening is a little bit harder because we have to be quiet.
Okay.
I have learned that we can actually, if you listen hard enough, you can hear yourself breathe. You
Hmm.
can, if you listen really hard, you can actually feel your heart beating. So,
Right.
so there's a couple things that we can actually do to hear or to use those senses. 3 things that you can smell. Are there 3 things that you can smell?
Well, I had my cup of coffee, and so I,
Mhm.
I still kind of smell that every once in a while.
Mhm.
Here, I'm a little limited.
Okay. And I think I kind of messed it up a little bit, but that's okay. So we might do three things that you can feel. What is three things that you can feel?
Well, I've got the desk.
Okay.
My arms are on a desk,
Okay.
and I've got a napkin over here. I always have a napkin where I put my water or my cup of
Okay.
coffee.
So you feel that.
And for me, I've got a nice cushiony mouse pad right here.
Okay.
So I'm a little limited here again with where I am.
Mhm.
But yes,
But there are three things that you can feel. For
yes.
me, when my air conditioner comes on or if I have my fan on, I can feel the air.
Okay.
So again, if we're outside and we have our shoes off, we can feel the grass under our feet. We might can feel the breeze blowing.
Hmm.
Uh, so those are some other things that we could feel. We could feel our clothes. I have um, sheer this wrap, and so it is. I can feel that on my
And
skin.
surely the warmth of the sun if you're outside and it's a clear day.
Right. So then, if we did two things that you can smell, that would be your coffee and
Sometimes I smell lunch whiffing under the door from outside. Yes.
so that's a good smell too.
Yes.
And if we want to think about being outside, we can smell maybe the the grass, or I have what's the saying, stop and smell the roses, so we can
That's
have
right.
flowers. um, my husband talks about going walking in the woods where pine trees are, yeah, pine trees are, and smelling the pine needles or
Hmm.
the tar
That's right.
from the pine trees. So that's a good smell if we're outside again. So finding things that you can smell. One thing that you can taste.
My coffee?
There you go. I figured that would be a good one for you,
Yeah.
because you just had coffee, and so I still can taste my toothpaste from brushing my teeth. So
Okay.
people may have a mint or gum, and it's not. Oh, it's okay, I guess is what I'm trying to say, to actually have a mint and put it in your mouth and taste that mint and notice that sense, or to have some gum and chew the gum. To actually, I have a strawberry that I picked from my strawberry plants this morning. So I'll have that in a little bit and just be able to taste that and recognize what that tastes like using my taste buds and my everything.
So I get the feeling here that this exercise is designed to kind of snap us out and observe of things that are around us using different senses that we have: feel, smell, touch,
Mhm.
hear.
Mhm.
Okay.
That is exactly what it does. That grounds us in the here and now. This is where we're at right now. We have the ability to use those senses, and so it says that we're still alive. Um, it may, again, if we are thinking about all the negative, all the things that we don't have going on in our life, if we might just change that thought just a little bit and realize what we do have going on, just long enough to say, okay, I'm okay. I can still smell this. I can still feel this. I can still taste this.
Okay.
Just long enough to say, all right, let me get through this moment.
All right.
And so after that, Fred, what I would encourage someone to do is to find something to go do. So let's move out of the situation. If even if they did go out into the yard and was able to be outside for a few minutes, maybe take a walk.
Okay.
Um, maybe if you do live in an area where you have cones all in the yard, go pick up some pine cones. Um, even if you don't have someone that you can call and talk to, what is something that you can do to kind of be in a different place, to take your mind off of those thoughts that you're having? What is something that you can do for yourself? What is something you can do for others? That's a really good thing too. Maybe you can go again. We got Walmarts everywhere.
Right.
Walmart.
Right.
And so, maybe go to Walmart and help someone take their groceries out. You know,
Mm, okay.
something simple like that. Um,
a simple
Yeah,
act of service
simple
does
act.
go a long way about making us feel good about ourselves.
Yes, absolutely. So, again, those are just some very easy, simple techniques, some things that we can do to get our mind off of those negative things that we're thinking about, to get us in that place of thinking about ending our life. Every life is valuable, every life is precious. So we want to make sure that we're doing what we can. There's a purpose for you. I know you may feel like there's not, but there's a purpose for you.
This is
And
true.
if you don't know what your purpose is, give me a call. We'll figure it out. We'll find
Absolutely.
you a purpose. There is a purpose for
And
everyone.
and I would say to everyone else, take the moment to listen. If someone reaches out to you, stop, pause, and smell the roses with them
Yeah.
and
Yes.
help them get beyond this moment in time. As you've said, you may be literally be saving a life.
Yes. Absolutely. Yes.
Okay, a touchy subject, but something that is definitely important. And we hope once again that if you find yourself in this situation, you will reach out to someone. We've given you some things that you can do to reach out beyond yourself if there's no one available. But look down in the description of this video. We're going to have some important numbers for you that you can call. There again, a stranger, but someone who will listen and just let you talk to them. And then along with those exercises, we hope that you find the last 15 minutes or so um, usable and important, something that you'll remember.
That's right.
Dr. Sharon, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much, Dr. Fred. It's been a pleasure as well.
Again, New Foundations is a nonprofit, and it's our goal to help those who need a little help. And we do that through counseling. And Dr. Sharon is our CEO and psychologist, counselor, as well as other counselors on the staff. And we are here to help you. Please give us a call, reach out to us online, newfoundationsinc.com. Dr. Sharon's website, drsharonbrown.com. And you can go there or to newfoundationsinc.com for information. So until the next time, thanks for joining us, Dr. Sharon. We'll see you next time.
All right. Thanks, Dr. Fred.
Bye-bye. You have a good day.
You do as
And
well.
you have a good day as well. Thanks so much now. Bye-bye.